Hello, Aidan Noon here, and thank you for being with me on this journey. What is it that's holding you back? Now, I'm Irish, living in Ireland with a strong Irish cultural upbringing. Oftentimes, the neighbours were conferred with an importance that, in hindsight, was illogical. Now, I'm not referring to the normal and natural respect that one gives one's neighbours, and usually they reciprocate that respect. What I'm referring to is a sort of keeping up with the Joneses type of deference conferred upon them. The truth is, what the neighbours think has very little to do with me. And you just think about that. Oh, what will the neighbours think was often an utterance. Now, I think it can be difficult to shake off that weight, that illogical, irrational concern about what the neighbours think or what the people down the road think. As I grew older, I eventually divested myself of that weight that I carried for many, many years. When one invokes logical thinking and rationalisation, the weight of worrying about what the neighbours think or the person down the road think slowly dissolved. The reality is that you just become the topic of conversation for one day and then they move on to somebody else. Anyway, one could do a jig or a reel in the street and it wouldn't change their minds about you. They will think what they want to think. Now, why am I rabbiting on about all of this neighbour stuff? Well, what we think other people think about us can be destroying. As I mentioned above, what other people think about me has very little to do with me. They're free agents, free to ponder what they will, free to make up their own mind in any way they choose. Human nature is such that we are meaning-making beings. We apply meanings to everything. It's how we live and operate in and on this world we call Earth. However, just be careful of the meanings that you apply to happen chance or happenstance events. And you can look those up in the dictionary. Have you heard of the law of thirds? Well, perhaps it's called something else. I know it as the law of thirds. Maybe I created that terminology, although I doubt it though. So 1/3 of people will despise you, and some will even hate you. They're very strong, I know. Another third will be indifferent to you, and neither here nor there attitude toward you. Innocuous, as they say. Another third will absolutely adore you. They will be lifelong fans and would probably defend you if necessary. They will sing your praises. They just love you. So, get out there and just be yourself. Do what you want to do, providing it is lawful, of course. What have you to lose? Or more importantly, what have you to gain? Yes, it's all about being positive. The man or woman who never made a mistake never made anything. In NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, there is a presupposition and it goes as follows. There is no such thing as failure. There is only feedback. So if something doesn't work out the way you had planned, what have you learned from that? What's the feedback? Probably and hopefully you have learned not to do the same thing in the same way, in the same context again. Hopefully you have. Do something different and you will get something different. It's a sign of tomfoolery to keep on doing what previously didn't work or hasn't worked. Oh, and by the way, I apply all of what I have said here. I apply it to myself. So, go on, get out there, do something different, and you'll get something different. you only have the world to gain. That's all for now. I'm Aidan Noon, and I really thank you and appreciate you listening. Talk to you again tomorrow, and it's bye-bye for now.